Hey, this is Kelly from kellysheets.com, and I give leaders 4 hours a day back to do what they want. So today I want to talk about intentions because we're coming into 2016 and I'm sure you're getting a lot of information from different resources that it's time to start thinking of your intentions for the new year. So I want to talk a little bit about why intentions matter, how they differ from goals, and how you can use them and create them. Why do they feel so important to me? So one of the main things, just to start off, is that one of the main things I've seen in business is that leaders don't stay in line with their intentions. Is that maybe New Year's comes along or some quarterly goal setting event comes along, you get clear on what you want, and then you move forward and you completely lose sight of why you're doing what you're doing. And one of my primary reasons I believe that happens is that most people are setting goals from their head. Like, I should want this, or if I get this, then I will be happy. I'll be satisfied. Then I'll be able to do such and such. But one of the things that I know to be true is that I never set goals like that. I've never done that, and I've lived a really full life because of it. And what I've done instead was have an intention. And that intention was how I want to feel. What is the result of how I want to show up in the world? And keep that in mind as I move forward. So every goal I make should move from the intention. So for example, my intention for actually almost, since I've become an adult actually, was to live fully. I'm continually reevaluating that, whether it's evolved or not, it's changed, but primarily my intention in this life is to live fully. That is my above all else intention. So I have other intentions below that that will actually support that intention to come into fruition. So why I love this so much is because if I'm taking action daily, and that's not just in business, but it's in my relationships, my personal life, if I'm taking actions daily that are in alignment with that intention to live fully, then I'm always kind of funneling my energy towards that. So if something comes along and it's not in alignment with that intention to live fully, I don't do it. So for instance, living fully means to me having work that's meaningful. I love this work that I do. And so if there's something that gets in the way of that drives me, if this intention is I'm going to work doing this work I love, helping leaders be fulfilled and helping them to live fully, give them great leadership skills so they have time to go create their next big vision or be with family or travel the world, right? That's my secondary intention beyond living fully. Because when I do that and I help people to live more fully themselves, it's in alignment with my feeling of like, wow, that stokes me out, and then I live more fully. I learn as I teach. And so everything I do should move from that intention, living fully. Now, I've had times in my life when I started veering off course, where perhaps I got caught up in I should have more money, and this is a very, Western thing to do, is that we get caught up in the result rather than the intention. So it would be like, I want to have more money, and so therefore I start taking action that will drive me straight towards having more money, but it's not in alignment with my intention. So first I need to come back to my intention and say, okay, I want to make more money, but is it in line? Can I make more money by living more fully? And so it's just this guiding light for me. And then I have intentions, like I said, living fully, and then it's maybe to be kind. This year it was, I want to move towards being more generous, because when I'm more generous, I live fully. One of my intentions was to be fully present with myself and invest in myself. Because when I invest in myself and I push myself beyond my comfort zone, I live more fully. So it's always coming back to living fully. So for you, it's like, what are your intentions? What are those primary intentions for your life? They can evolve over time. Not everyone has just one intention. I just happen to have that as my primary intention for quite a long time. So what is your intention, what is the feeling that you want, right? If I'm going to live fully, it means that I'm going to move through my discomfort all the time. I'm not always going to be fun and happy. It means that I'm going to ask where I'm getting too comfortable, and I'm going to get uncomfortable, and that's going to make me expand and live more fully. So I want to set up my goals this year to move me towards what's going to help me live more fully now. in this next quarter. I might project out into a year, but really I'm actually looking at the next, say, 90 days, and then maybe 90 days after that, because I really want to see how maybe I make a decision in 3 days that moves me beyond what I expected to happen in the next 90. So, but it all moves from intention. Goals, measurable goals, aren't really for me intentions. Intentions are how I want to feel, so the goals will get me to how I want to feel. So first practice is, and I go into this with clients deeper because sometimes it's hard for us to see what our intentions are because we get caught up in the goal part. And we think that if we get A, B, or C, then we will feel better. But I suggest you move from feeling and then defining the goals based on what you want to feel. Okay, so I actually have a worksheet for this, and in the next few days I'll be sending that out to my list. I created it to help you understand the difference between goals and intentions. So I want to ask you, what are your intentions? If you don't have this worksheet, get on my mailing list and I will send it out in the next few days. I'm going to revamp it from last year. But really, what are your intentions, your greater intentions this year? I mean, you might have an overriding one. You might have one for family, for friends, for your business, for your team members on your business. You might have an intention for your health, for your wellness, in all these different areas. So really think, what are my overriding intentions? What are my intentions for each of those areas? And then when it's time to create goals, you will have a guiding light to move from and make sure that those goals are in line with your intentions. Okay, I hope that was helpful. Again, this is Kelly Sheets, and good luck writing your intentions.